It's television A7. Let's jump right into it. Jaguar Wright on Piers Morgan and Jay-Z and Beyonce asking Piers Morgan to remove a certain piece from his show. So he had Jaguar Wright on there the other day, and a clip of the interview has been making its rounds. It's gone viral, and the clip is saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things. So here is the clip.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping
Porter?
people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. Piers.
Listen, like I said, Jay-Z and Beyonce are not here, unfortunately, to respond to that.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're perfectly entitled to your views, obviously. Kim Porter,
Yes.
a new book claims that Diddy may have been involved in her early death. What do you think of that?
I think people should really look into that more.
All right, so shout out to Jim's I View here on YouTube. So now that piece of the interview started going crazy, and Piers Morgan had to apologize because they were not having it. So here's Piers Morgan's apology.
Platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear. That's why we invited her on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine. Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have. Their lawyers contacted us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview. Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Well, now, Sean Diddy Combs. So think about it.
All right, so that's Piers Morgan with his apology. Now, a lot of people are like, why, go to Piers and not to Jaguar? Well, it's because Piers Morgan, he's on this bigger platform, which is backed by basically more money, okay? They can get Piers Morgan to shut it down. Otherwise, that company, that network that he's on is going to lose a lot more money. Going after Jaguar Wright won't necessarily do anything because she doesn't have that kind of money like that. So that's just what's kind of like going around. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. And Jay-Z and Beyonce, they have not really addressed anything before. So now they are like, hey, putting a stop to it because it's just going, you see, it's getting further and further out there and it's starting to get more to the masses. So whether you think they're guilty or not, you think it makes them look more guilty or not, I mean, I don't know. Only time will tell. But Jaguar Wright did say a lot of things about Diddy, and now we see where Diddy is. But I mean, who knows? People have they believe, what they want to believe. But let me know what you guys think about all of this. Drop your thoughts down below. Another story I want to get into real quick, since we're kind of on this topic. Well, speaking of Diddy, his trial is set. His sex trafficking trial will start May 2025. So that's about 7 months from now. So I don't know if he will get bail before that. He is trying to put in another, get a deal together. I don't know if it's going to be accepted or not, but he's been denied bail twice already. So if they don't let him out this third time, whenever that bail hearing will be, if there will even be a third one, then yeah, he's going to be in there till May when that trial starts, and depending on what comes from the trial, he's gonna be in there for a while. So let me know what you guys think about that. It's gonna be interesting though to we're finally gonna get to see who is really like all involved in this. We have the names, of course. Cassie is that the name that keeps popping up. She's a victim, but it's been all this hearsay about all these other celebrities and who's been helping him and keeping quiet and doing this, that, and the third. So when the trial starts, that's when everything is going to be just out in the open. So let me know what you guys think about that. And one last thing I want to get into before I let you guys go, Pastor Keon Henderson of oh my
Here's the
goodness.
other problem.
You guys know he has a church out in Texas. He recently had damage to the church. I forget the name of the church, y'all. But it got a lot of damage due to Hurricane Beryl a couple months back, and he had went viral for asking for $2,100 from 2,100 people in 21 days or something crazy like that. In essence, trying to get millions of dollars to help to um, fix the church and expand the church and whatnot. But now he preached this sermon, actually went on his YouTube page. This sermon was from some months ago, but this particular piece of it is making its rounds on social media and it went viral. But he's basically saying, like, you don't get any blessings from helping the poor. It's all about your tithes and offerings. So let's just get into what he had to say. This is crazy.
Problem with the church is that anytime a person is in need, y'all go to running and dropping money. But let me tell you something, the poor will be with you always, and there is no blessing connected to blessing the poor other than getting back what you gave to them, but no multiplication. Multiplication is segregated for tithes and offering. When you give to the poor, the only thing you do is help them, but you don't help yourself. So when you give $1 to somebody on the street talking about I did my job, God like, thank you, but it ain't gonna help you. Bible. Charity does not bring wealth. What? Only the tithe does that. Matter of fact, you don't believe me? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna preach on it. Here's the other problem with the church is that anytime.
So that's what Pastor Keon Henderson had to say. Y'all, the comments, they ripped him a new one because even the most, I don't know, you don't have to be a Bible scholar to know that was completely false. Like, and it's just getting to the point where it's just so blatant. It's like you really gotta watch out for, like somebody said in the comments, beware of false prophets. You don't have to know the Bible top to bottom, up and down, side to side to know that that is completely ridiculous. But and that they even drop it in the comments right here. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and He will reward them for what they have done. Proverbs 19:17. Drop your thoughts down below. Like Pastor Keon Henderson, he's been in a lot lately. It's this right here, then asking for all that money after the hurricane, and then before that, he went viral for shushing that lady while she was, having a moment. But it's like, Pastor, what you got going on now? What's going on? Let me know what you guys think about all these stories. And if you want to check out another video of mine, there's one right here for you guys. Catch y'all in the next one.